with consistency, weight, and health. That is our topic today on our health and wellness segment with our health and wellness coach, Nilafar Basaria. And you can follow her on her Insta handle, Dr. Basaria. You can also follow her on her Facebook group, which is Beyond Weight Loss Root Cause Healing for Women. How are you?
I am good, Aisha. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much.
All right. And you are doing some fascinating stuff right now in Dallas, Fort Worth. And of course, it's over Zoom. So it's not limited to just the people in Dallas, Fort Worth. One is a masterclass. Tell us about this masterclass.
So, the masterclass is lose weight, feel lighter, calmer, and more energized. And we're going to talk about what are the deeper issues, what are the root causes of you being stuck
Okay.
in the weight that you are if you want to lose.
And I love how you said feel calmer and more energized.
Yes.
Because if you look at them, they're two opposite things.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen it in people, and I spent my time in the last few days with three people who had been through your program, and this hits the nail on the head. They were calmer, yet they were like energizer bunnies, and I'd never seen them before like this.
Wow. That is amazing. I'm
Yes.
so glad.
Yes. And the other one that you will be doing is our Oasis meetup on June 24th, where you will be talking about.
Hormones, especially as it relates to menopause, perimenopause, and if females are going through some PCOS symptoms.
Mhm. Very, very important. All right. So today's topic is extremely important because anytime people ask me what I've done, and I'm like, well, I followed Nilofar's program. And they're like, okay, what does she give you? Does she give you your meals, your prepared meals? And I was like, no, she teaches you what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, along with other lifestyle changes, right? And everybody's like, yeah, but we know what to do. We know it. So, if everybody is so smart, why do they still struggle to lose weight and or maintain themselves and be consistent?
Such an important question, Aisha. And you just got to the spot, where our struggle is. Thank you for asking this question. So, the problem is not information, the problem is overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
Very important to understand that. Right now, we know more about our health more than ever before. We
Hmm.
all know processed foods are not good for us, sugar is not good for us, stress is not good for us, exercise matters, sleep matters. We all know this.
Hmm.
Still, we are struggling. Why?
Why?
Right? Consistency is not built through pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is built through regulation.
Hmm.
Very
Okay.
important. Take that in. Consistency is built through
Regulate.
regulation. So, that late night emotional eating that people do, why? What is
Hmm.
that?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there? It is exhaustion because of which you are finally sitting late at night and you're like, okay, I'm done with everything. Now this is my time.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to give yourself some reward, some relief. So that late night eating is not weakness, it's exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
That, quitting and then coming back on Monday and then quitting again,
Mm-hmm.
right? This cycle. This is not laziness. This is emotional depletion. So, one practical way you can handle some of this is by creating what I call tiny transitional pauses.
Okay.
Okay, what that is whenever you are going from one activity to the next,
Mm-hmm.
right? There should be some pause that should be built in.
Hmm. And it should not be a snacking pause.
It should not be a snacking pause. Say, for instance, you went from work and you're entering into the house. Before you enter, and now the house life will start, right? The home life and the kids and all. You sit in your car for 1 minute and breathe before you enter. You see,
Okay.
you created that transitional pause.
Hmm.
That's a game changer. It's a very small thing, but it's a game changer.
And what does that do?
It just brings you, make you come out of that stress mode
Hmm.
to a relaxation mode. In one moment in your body, you cannot be in a stress response and relaxation response.
Mm.
So when you intentionally stop the stress response or one activity,
Hmm.
from one activity, when you go to the next, this is a change, a different activity, and
Mm.
that has another level of stress or another level of whatever is coming through up as you enter through that door.
Hmm.
You don't know what is coming to you, right?
Okay.
But if you have gotten yourself into a relaxation mode and then you receive whatever that is, your response is going to be way different. So, in our normal life, when we are rushing through activities from one task to the next, one radio show to the next radio show to the next, right? And to this and then to that. And you have meetings lined up, you have, marketing meetings, and you have um, meetings with people who you are employing, and then how things will. I mean, there's one thing after
Yeah.
the next,
Yeah.
right? And it's built in. But if there are transitions that are built in,
Hmm.
right, those speed breakers, they're going to be the game changers. So we are talking in that web masterclass that we just talked about. We are talking about the link between exhaustion, overwhelm, and consistency.
She's
So attend
designed
that.
it. She's designed it on me. But it's very interesting. And while you're talking, like all these scenarios are bombarding me. Why are women so exhausted all the time?
Women are exhausted because we have very quietly, we have taken upon many different roles. We are professionals, right? We are also caretakers.
Hmm.
We are also emotional supporters for our kids, our spouse. We are also problem solvers.
Hmm.
So we have so many roles and we keep on doing these roles and keep on going. And a lot of us don't even realize that we are so exhausted because
Hmm.
it's just the normal way of life, right? So from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. So this exhaustion is coming from all these different roles, these different activities that we are doing, and without even realizing that
Hmm.
what is going on. And so women, especially because we are caretakers, um, we we just loop into this very, very easily.
Hmm.
And so then what happens with a lot of women, they wake up tired, they push through the day, they sleep exhausted, and then repeat the same
Yeah.
again. So it's like it's a cycle.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yes. Right, so that is the issue. And then how the body responds to it, by increasing inflammation, cravings, right?
Mm.
Gut health is suffering, then your hormonal dysregulation. So we will be talking about in the masterclass about all of these things: hormonal dysregulation, gut health, inflammation, consistency. We'll go deeper into all of that so people can understand what's going on and what to do about it.
Is it a free masterclass?
It's a free masterclass and it is on Eventbrite.
Hmm.
So you can just go to Eventbrite and look for this event: lose weight, feel lighter, calmer, and more energized. It should be under my name, Nilofer Basaria, and just register there. Or people can go to my Facebook page, my profile page, Nilofer Basaria, and there is a post.
Hmm.
There's a link there. They can register through
On
that.
Insta or Facebook or
On
both?
Facebook and on Insta, they can DM me.
Hmm.
Insta is DRBASARIA.
Hmm.
They can DM me and I can send them the link. Or on Facebook, they can DM me.
Okay.
Um, or straight go to Eventbrite. Whichever way is easier. But yeah, do attend that. It's a free masterclass. It's going to give you a deeper understanding of what are the things that are happening. It will, maybe there are some light bulbs that go on, and then you're like, okay, this is what's happening with me.
Hmm.
This is why I'm stuck, and this is what I can do about it.
Right. That's important. Knowledge is the most important first step, but then the action that you take after that is what is going to determine your course of
Of
your
course.
life, right?
Yes.
So, why is it, Nilofer, that weight loss feels harder after stress and burnout and this feeling of being overwhelmed?
Yeah. Uh, Whenever you are stressed, what the body is going to do, it's going to try to go towards safety.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to hold on to food. It's going to not let it fully utilized. So you will store your calories as fats, because the body is not fighting you here. The body is trying to protect you. Whenever you are in stress and overwhelm, the body wants to take you towards safety. So say if you are rushing, for months and months, this is what's going on.
Hmm.
Or if you're not sleeping and it's prolonged.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not talking about a day or two.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is workload, sometimes there is family. So I'm not telling you that it's so strict that there is not one single day that you cannot. You know,
Hmm.
that is okay, life happens. But if you see that my trend is that I usually, like, work is always so much that it's always my sleep that is suffering, then you are overworking.
Mm-hmm.
So let yourself know I am overworking, because it's coming, it's not stopping at the time when I need to go to bed,
Yeah.
right? Or if you're always rushing, or if you're carrying a lot of emotional burden, your baggage is just so much that you're always depleted,
Mm-hmm.
you're always worrying, you're always thinking about something, you're always in regret or guilt, things like that. So if there is something that's consistently going on, then you need to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So be it work, or be it just scrolling on social media because finally you get yourself some time at night, and now you're like, you just want to do
Mm-hmm.
that, that's your mental relief.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where you really need to take a look and see if you're saying that, okay, at night time I am doing some of these things. At nighttime, I'm, say for instance, I'm eating late night,
Mm-hmm.
then a very practical way to, or a small step that you can do, is ask yourself, what do I really need other than food?
Mm-hmm.
If the problem is that you are eating at late
Okay.
night,
Okay.
what is that I really need other than food? Do I need rest? Do I need quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need connection with my family? Do I need more hydration? Do I really need to sleep right now? Because I'm going toward food as a relief. What
Mm-hmm.
do I
Mm.
actually need other than food? Right?
Yeah.
And then when your life is too stressful, another thing that you can do is, whenever you eat, right? 3 breaths before eating. 3 bites, the first 3 bites with chewing your food properly. Again, you're going to ask what that will do.
Mm-hmm.
It will instantly bring you from out of that stress mode to the digest mode.
Mm.
So now you're digesting your food well. So you're not going to store it as fat.
Okay.
These are simple things, but they do wonders in our body.
Amazing.
So some of these simple things can be adopted.
Mm. I've seen people, they'll eat a full dinner and then they'll just snack constantly until the time that they go to sleep.
Hmm.
And it can be anything, like it can be desserts or it can be nuts or it can be, just anything.
Hmm.
Um, is that same kind of boredom eatings, like emotional eating, just
Yeah.
just because eating.
It can be a combination, Aisha. So
Yeah.
it can be just habitual.
Hmm.
And because you've not never looked at your habits and
Hmm.
you've never asked a different question.
Yeah.
You're just doing it habitually without even thinking.
Hmm.
Sometimes you're doing it because of boredom. Sometimes you're going to food actually to get relief.
Hmm.
So it can be a combination.
Right.
Yeah, you have to determine for yourself what's going
What is
on
it?
with me.
Mm,
So personal. Yeah.
definitely. I've seen a lot of women and they jump on this bandwagon. They're like, "Oh my god, we want to lose weight," and they do it. But then I find that maintaining that discipline is so difficult, and then they lose motivation even though they genuinely they could be like, a child's wedding coming up, or an important event coming up that they really really want to lose weight for, but they're not able to keep up that motivation one day, and then they fall off the bandwagon. How do you sustain that?
Yeah. Very good question. So actually, we don't lack motivation, we lack energy. Right? So, like Sunday night, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. Or wedding is coming up, I'm going to do this. You do, and then you're done.
Hmm.
Right? A lot of women who start every Monday, Sunday, they are very upbeat. By Wednesday, they are depleted.
Hmm.
No energy. So, eat whatever. I cannot do
Yeah.
it. And we then guilt ourselves. We pressure ourselves so much that, this is the same thing that happens with me. I cannot do it. I cannot be consistent. This is not for me. All of that pressure also. So, so what we are doing is we are trying to create health from a depleted energy. It's not easy, and it
Mm-hmm.
will not happen. And the
Hmm.
motivation will go down, right? It's very important that you are looking at all of this in the right with the right lens, and see that when you are emotionally depleted, motivation is hard to come.
Yeah.
All right. So a simple thing that you can do, some of these women, instead of creating, like, stay away from all or nothing plans.
Okay, what
Okay.
does that mean?
So all or nothing is 90 minutes of solid workout. Boom, boom, boom. 3 day it happens, then the 4th day we are like,
Hmm.
who does it? Like, you're tired, you're exhausted, life happens, right? Stress.
Hmm.
So instead of 90 minutes of solid workout, can we do 2 or 3 walks?
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes? It's fine, right? So don't create all or nothing plans.
Mm-hmm.
Solid meal prep. I did it for a week. Next week I'm done. Can we eat protein first meals? Protein, some vegetables, throw in there. Let's get through the day. Can we do, like, every day we are sleeping at 12:31, say, in the night? Can we, like, do half an hour? Not, you don't have to sleep at 10:30,
Mm-hmm.
the ideal time.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can we do, like, if we are sleeping at 1, can we do 12? If you're sleeping at 12 midnight, can we do 11:30?
11:30. Slow
So
steps.
slow steps, don't go for all or nothing
Mm-hmm.
plans. That will not work.
Mm-hmm. So, what have you seen in women who are in this survival mode for a long time?
Yeah.
How is all this manifested?
So if you are in the survival mode, most of the time you will start gaining weight.
Mm-hmm.
Inflammation will go up because, again, like I said, when you are in stress and survival mode, your body will try to hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It will not process food properly, it will not digest, it will not absorb, it will not use it, it will store it. So our bodies are made for stress and then recovery. Stress and then recovery. And what actually happens is stress, 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 repeat. Stress, 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 stress. No transitional pauses,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is how we are just constantly going without even realizing it. So, what will happen? Inflammation will happen, cravings will happen, bloating will happen, hormonal dysregulation will happen. All of those things will happen. And if you're constantly in survival mode,
And then you start getting the inflammation out all over
yeah,
again.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, totally.
What have you noticed in women who try to do this alone? Like if they're trying to heal themselves alone, what have you noticed?
Such a good question. Thank you for asking this. Healing, when people are doing it alone, and especially when they are emotionally drowning, it's
Hmm.
very difficult.
Hmm.
Very difficult. Because, and especially if you're a woman who thinks that, okay, I'm going to collect all this information, I'm going to know all about health,
Hmm.
and I'm going to work on myself, right? So they're checking out all the podcasts, they're listening to us, say they're looking at all the reels, they're collecting information, they are watching all the videos on YouTube, they're reading, say
Hmm.
they're collecting information,
Yeah.
and they want to work on themselves.
Hmm.
Especially if you're emotionally drowning, it is very difficult because healing doesn't happen only with information.
Hmm.
Healing requires support, it requires accountability,
Hmm.
it requires targeted guidance, it requires emotional safety. Why? Because stress happens, life happens,
Yeah.
right? Um, Motivation changes.
Hmm.
So, a person who is supported will be highly likely to stay consistent than the person who's not supported.
Yeah. That accountability is so important.
Yes. So important. And
Hmm.
especially when you are in the beginning stages,
Hmm.
especially when you're figuring it out, especially when you are emotionally drained, you need support.
Hmm.
Because if there is no support, you're going to go down. Who's going to lift you up? And then you feel like, oh, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. And then more pressure, more emotional burden.
Hmm.
Where is that leading you? It's not leading you towards healing.
Spiral.
It's a spiral.
Yeah. Hmm.
So very important that you're supported, you're guided, somebody's holding your hand, and then so healing alone, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's very difficult.
Mm. And you really provide that in such an excellent way, being a health and wellness coach. And I also feel that the family support is so important. If everybody around you is having burgers and eating out all the time, and then आपका भी तो दिल चाहता है कि अरे मैं भी indulge करूं. It's very hard to stay disciplined when everybody around you is transgressing and
Absolutely.
eating desserts all the time and things like that. So that family environment, I've often noticed, like in households, let's say where one person has joined your programs, everybody gets healthy.
It's yeah, and it's so like this is like a very it can diffuse through the family very very easily because
Yeah.
health is like that, right?
Hmm.
It's very in that sense it's very like how bad behaviors are addictive, good behaviors are too, right? So it just transient and it goes through
Hmm.
you to other people because they're watching you and they're seeing that how you, and then you're even when they're doing something where it doesn't jive with your schedule or your things and you
Hmm.
request them politely, then that they see that you are working hard and you're, and they come, like people generally, especially your family, will support you,
Mm.
right? And especially if you've asked for it, and then as they see you are transforming and you're changing, they come along and they're like, I want to do this too
Yeah.
and show me, and then you're cooking that way, you're feeding them, so they are also liking it, so it's like one way or the other. You are turning off lights in
Hmm.
the house early, so everybody's sort of
Yes, following along.
yes.
Hmm.
So it's very subtle, but health behaviors are also very addictive as the other
Right.
behaviors.
Right. And I
Yeah.
think, even if you're health conscious and you find people in your family are not, adopt these behaviors, because that is one way that you can get them to, follow along with it. But why is it, Nilofer, that women ignore their needs?
Yeah, because we've become experts, Aisha, we've become experts in taking care of others, and that's our, like, as a woman, it comes with the territory, right? So it is in us that we
Mm.
take care of other people, right? And so your fatigue and your headache and your pain in the body, sometimes it takes the back seat because you are taking care
Mhm.
of others. So that comes naturally and automatically for a woman. So that's why, we are the experts of this. So one small way that we can take care of this is, before we are so hungry, just try to eat. Like,
Mm.
build this in. So responding to things a little earlier. Before you are dehydrated, drink some water.
Mhm.
Before you are overexhausted and there's 3 days that you have not slept, or slept just very few hours,
Mhm.
you know build in, so early, responding to things earlier,
Okay.
a little earlier than, so check yourself during the day. Am I so busy with work that I don't eat on time, or this is my time? Or maybe creating an alarm for yourself, that, and then respecting that,
Mhm.
this is my eating time and I'm going to take 15 minutes to eat, right? Before you get so hungry that by 4 you are like now starving. You could have taken your lunch at 2
Right.
or 1, right?
Mm.
So bringing some of those behaviors gradually and in little things, and then you'll see that that will grow.
And being mindful,
Being
basically,
mindful.
about it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But, why high achieving women? Why do high achieving women struggle with health and consistency?
Yes, because they have actually figured out how to work in pressure.
Mm.
How to work in pressure, because they keep on going and they have their targets set and they keep on achieving. And so they have figured out that, even if you're under pressure, how to work through. And don't get me wrong, working hard, achieving your goals is not wrong. Working hard is not wrong.
Mhm.
But not recovering from it is not right.
So, why does rest feel so uncomfortable for them?
Yeah. So because they are in this mode, right? In this mode. So our nervous system has become, like we are talking about addiction, it has become addicted to work.
Mm.
It has become addicted to production, right? Okay, I am producing. So if these people, they sit for a little bit, they become restless. I should be doing some work. I should not be wasting time. I could have done this.
Mhm.
It just feels so uncomfortable because the nervous system is wired now this way,
Yeah.
that we have to work, work, work. That's why transitional breaks, see
Mhm.
what we were talking about? So what is happening is our sympathetic nervous system is on the driver's seat and it's driving throughout the day. And we're not bringing the parasympathetic nervous system to the driving seat. So it's forgetting to drive.
Mm.
So it's so important to bring it actively in a day. Like some high achieving women, they say, okay, yeah, I take a break. I go on vacations in 3 months. If in fact weekends, I go to
Yeah.
like concerts and stuff, partying with my friends. We're not talking about that. We are talking about daily speed breakers.
Mm.
It's not, oh, let me just rush through and go through from Monday to Friday, and then Friday I'm relaxing.
Mhm.
No. So this is Aisha true for you, me, and for so many ladies
Yeah.
who I
I.
work with, and they have all been my clients, and
They,
people who are listening to
they're on
this.
my speed dial.
Yes.
And they're messaging me at midnight and I'm responding.
So see, this is where we have to
Yeah.
take a look at. This is a creating, like, somebody or something has to really earn its value to get your sleep time,
Mm. Mhm.
and that also not too often, not too
Excellent.
often.
Excellent.
So if even in within like a matter of 3 or 4 days, you see that 2 days I have slept late, that's a big sign.
Mhm.
It should be ringing alarm to you,
Yeah.
that 50% of the days I was sleeping late. I mean, it happens once here, once there, it's fine,
Mm.
right? Once a week maybe. But throughout the week or majority of the week, you need to question and ask yourself, where am I leading? Is
Mhm.
this the life I am, that I have signed up for, and that I am going towards?
Mhm.
And this is something that I want to manifest for myself.
Yeah.
So what you want to manifest for yourself, once you focus on that, that is something that you will manifest.
Mhm.
right? And the body keeps the score. So if you're not listening, over time, it is going to show up.
Yeah.
Over time, inflammation will build and all of those things. So which is not good. We should be healthy and we should be like this, vibrant when we are even 90,
Hmm.
right? But if we are taking the body to decline, then that may not be the case. So I would say bring your parasympathetic nervous system often, right? By the night time at 11, 10:30, 11, 11:30, people who are sleeping at 1, for them, uh, it should be, this
Yeah.
is the
Draw the
limit.
line.
Yeah.
And I really like what you said, that your body keeps score. So it will ultimately start affecting you. So
Yes.
such good advice, Nilofer. Really, really very good. So tell us a little bit about your masterclass.
Yes. So the masterclass is on Wednesday, June 3rd at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And you can register for that, going to the Eventbrite side. The topic of the event is lose weight, feel lighter, calmer, and more energized.
And what time is it?
8 p.m. on Wednesday,
Okay.
June 3rd.
Okay.
And just register there so that you can get the Zoom link. You can also go to my Facebook page, and there is a post there about it. And you can also DM me if you want the link to the
Excellent.
class.
Excellent. And you can join Nilofer at our Oasis meetup on June 24th. And she's going to be talking about hormones and weight gain. And the link for that. I have a couple of questions actually that came up. How much of and we can open the phone lines now, and Nilofer is happy to take your calls at 972-501-9390. If you have the Radio Azad app, which you should, you can hit that call studio button and it will dial into the studio as well. So no number to remember. How much of a daily weight fluctuation is normal?
You mean to lose weight?
No, like for example, you weigh yourself one day, next day you are like 2 pounds more or 2 pounds less or a pound less or a pound more. So what's that daily, fluctuation that,
What is okay to have? Is that
yeah,
what you're asking?
yes.
See, there is not a set number. Weight, when I get on my weighing scale, it is information.
Mm-hmm,
And that's what I tell my clients too, that do not get on to the weighing scale to become anxious.
mm-hmm,
Or some people say, oh, I don't want to even go to the weighing scale because I know I might have gained. I tell them, okay, just go and check. So you can get some knowledge and some information about, okay, what time did I eat last night?
mm,
What did I eat? What I have been doing for last couple of days, right? So people can gain overnight 4 pounds. Is that normal?
mm,
No, it should not be.
mm-hmm,
But it's giving you information about what did you do last couple of days. So there are foods that you are eating that your body may not be able to use.
mm-hmm,
There is stress mode that you are on. There is this time of the day that you have eaten. That might be a problem. So gain information from when you see some weight fluctuation. That is the only thing that you should be getting from that, you know, that increase or decrease.
okay.
There should not be anxiety associated with it, because remember, if you are anxious, you're keeping that weight for some days until you release, because the body is stressed.
Yeah.
And when the body is stressed, it's not going to release. All right. So you have to relax a bit. You have to see, okay, what did I do? There is, maybe I ate at midnight last night. I need to skip my first meal today
Mm,
in the morning. There's no need. Body has not even utilized that. Why am I giving the body more? Right. So this is information.
yeah.
Use it as such. And then you will see that if you're relaxed, you're eating right, you are eating at the right time, the right foods, the
Mm,
right way,
yeah.
which we talk about a lot,
Yes.
then your body will release all of that. And then within next couple of days, you will be fine. You will
Mm,
back to, won't lose, but at least you will be back to normal weight.
yeah.
And then if you want to lose further from that, then you use your strategies to do that.
Okay, good, excellent advice. These days, you see all these, tea shops and coffee shops springing up all over the place, right? Um, our craft coffee culture, cream is put in there, all sorts of syrups are put in there. You have sugar substitutes that are used in there. So, I'm going to ask you about a couple of things. So, cream in coffee, good or bad?
I would say no to it.
And why is that?
The cream is not doing any good to us. In fact, a lot of it, the milk and milk products, we get inflamed on because we cannot, and a lot of people cannot digest casein, the milk protein.
Hmm.
So it's a fluff. Coffee has its benefit. Have coffee, black
Hmm.
coffee.
Hmm.
But cream and sugar is all taking away the benefits. So
Okay.
I would just, if you're going to Starbucks, these are the two things that you should get from from there: black coffee or green tea.
Or green tea. Okay.
Other than that, everything is now. If you can make it better, if that's you're like, "Ah, I'm in the no zone for the for those things,"
Hmm.
then try to make your drink, you know, comparatively better. So instead of 4 sugar pumps, can you do 2 sugar pumps? Can you do one?
Hmm.
Instead of regular milk, can you do almond milk? Like now, try to see, okay, what can I do? Remember, I always talk about small
Hmm.
steps.
Hmm.
So, what we talked about is an extreme, or it's like one side of the game, right? That will keep your coffee clean, no creamer, no sugar, nothing. But if you're not there and you're way up on the other side, I don't want you to dive here. I want you
Yeah.
to take small steps.
Okay. How about sugar substitute? Good or bad?
Some of the sugar substitutes, like stevia, which is natural, right, can be tolerated. Or if you're doing maple syrup, if you're doing dates, which are natural, but the monk fruit is fine too. But all the other ones that are chemicalized,
Hmm.
it's a no no.
No. Why is that?
Because these are chemical sugar, chemicalized sugar. Our body cannot understand these. So you will see no sugar on the packet, but it's all the sweeteners, the other sweeteners that are there
Hmm.
are all processed, and
Mm.
they are actually manufactured in a laboratory. Our body doesn't understand it. So our body understands English and you're giving it French or German. So how it's going to process it,
Yeah.
right? That's
Good.
the difference.
Good. Excellent. All right. You can follow Nilofer at Dr. Basaria on her Instagram handle. Join her Facebook group, and that is Beyond Weight Loss Root Cause Healing for Women. Excellent, excellent advice. And I know that it's a struggle for a lot of people, not just women, men as well. And they have the initial weight loss, but then trying to maintain it and stay motivated and stay consistent and stay disciplined is something that I know a lot of people struggle with.
Yes. And I do work with men too, in a one on one setting. There's no group setting. And of course, Aisha, you have forced me. There are some other clients who have forced me to help some of the near and dear ones in their family, and they are men. So I do work with them, but in a one on one setting. So if you're really struggling, do reach out, and we can figure out what's going on with your body and what should be your next steps. And then, if you want to take those next steps with me, I'm more than happy. If it's a right fit, I'm going to invite you. If you want to take it on your own, take it on your own, but do find out for yourself what's going on and where can some impact be created.
Excellent. Thank you so much for staying with us today and for an incredible, incredible session.